So he kicked me as hard as he could, and he called me all kinds of names to my mom and made her take me home. And you want to know where all this fear about a woman's sexuality, a little girl's sexuality with this man came from? It came from the stuff that he was out there doing in those streets. It came from the stuff that he was doing and how he was treating women. And that's the reason why I speak against so much how these men try to humble young women or women in general to make it easy for them to prey on them. And the narcissism, he hated having to take care of us. If he had to give anything, you needed to give more, because whatever it is that he had, whatever it is that he earned, was worth more than anything that you could possibly do or possibly give. Sounds familiar? So these aren't new men. They just have a new outlet, a new platform to vocalize and to prey on women. And if you come from a father like any of that, a father who's misogynistic, a father who's sexist, a father who is narcissistic, I pray that you get help, you seek counseling, and you get therapy. Because 9 times out of 10, those are going to be the same type of men that you attract in your intimate relationships.
Well, people, we are back. Part 2. We got work to do. Let's get right into this thing. Let's react to this, fam. Make sure you get the likes up on the video, because this woman have an agenda. We're exposing that. Oh, yes, we are. Let's deal with these issues. You already done know what it is. Get the likes up on the video right now. Black No Advice TV. Subscribe today. Right. That being said, fam, let's react to this thing and find out exactly what's going on and break this thing down. Let's go.
So he kicked me as hard as he could, and he called me all kinds of names to my mom and made her take me home.
So he kicked you as hard as he could. He did all of that stuff. He made your mom take you home, but your mom didn't have anything to say. Your mom have no blame in anything. Seemed like your mom acknowledged what he did and had no problem with that, but for whatever reason, you don't got nothing to say about your mom. I mean, I believe in what's fair is fair. She got all of this negative things to say about her father and men, but she have nothing to say about her mom. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, let's go.
And you want to know where all this fear about a woman's sexuality, a little girl's sexuality with this man came from?
Ma'am, you are not a little girl. You do realize you are not a little girl. You're a grown woman. I think it's time for you to start acting like one. Because what I see here is the typical MO of modern women and their hatred for black men is that they keep on trying to live in the past. It's sort of like Lot's wife, that they were supposed to move forward. She decided to look back at the past, and she stood there for all eternity as a pillar of salt. She's dwelling on negative energy all day long, as if though she's still a little girl. What do we get from this? Modern women are still little girls in their mind. In other words, they're adults in body, but in thought and in mind, they're still a little girl crying out for daddy. Daddy issues. That's what we see today. Let's go.
It came from the stuff that he was out there doing in those streets.
Now she's accusing him that the thing, in other words, the issues that people may have, or what she claimed her father had with her, is a result of what he was doing out in the streets with other women. Do you see all the accusations? Do you see all of the fault finding? We don't have no data. We have no receipts. We don't have nothing to substantiate the facts. We don't have nothing. Everything we're hearing is hearsay. He said, she said, a one-sided story. And yet people sit around and they believe whatever she say. That's typical. I could just imagine how many women believe anything she say. Oh yeah, these men, they're so horrible. Why? Because you lady suffers from the same trauma. You've been through the similar abuse in your life. So what do? You hate your father too. So if you hear her speak anything, You don't have to know if her father did it or not. You don't have to know if her father was abusive or not. You don't have to know anything about that man. You will believe her. Why? Because you also hate your father. And this is why a lot of you brothers, when you try to get with the modern woman to build a relationship, it can never be built. Why? Because she hate you because she hate her father. And this is a fact. If you go into all these ladies' lives and ask them, where is your dad? They don't have a relationship with him. Oh yeah, but they'll praise their mom. Their mom is innocent. Notice up to now, the mom is still innocent. She said that when her father did whatever he did to her in terms of kicking her, that he told the mom to take her home. But she don't look at the mom as though the mom did anything wrong. That's a problem right there. But yet people acting like they can't see that. That's a serious, serious issue, fam. Seriously. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get back into this thing now.
It came from the stuff that he was doing and how he was treating women. And that's the reason why I speak against so much how these men try to humble young women.
Now, notice what she says, that this father of hers did all of these things to other women. And the reason why she tries to teach against men trying to humble women is because of what her father was doing to her. Do you see how modern women, especially on social media, how they move? It's not that they're trying to guide women on anything. These are women that are traumatized, women that haven't gotten any therapy, women that have not overcome any of the demons of their past. But notice, the mom, she's innocent. She's an angel. She didn't do nothing wrong, even though her mom chose to lay up with this guy to produce her. And she's ungrateful. She have life, but she's ungrateful and she hates her father. But she want you to believe that the father hate her, when really it's not the father hate her. The father most likely loves her. She just didn't want to follow any of the father's rules. That's what we're dealing with here. What we're dealing with here is a rebellious daughter who did not want to listen to her father's rule. She wanted to do her own thing. And her father was probably the type of guy that put his foot down in terms of, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. But she wanted to do what she wanted to do. Oh yeah, this is what she's not telling you. Let's go.
Or women in general, to make it easy for them to prey on them.
Notice this, easy to prey on them, easy to prey on them. But your mom was nowhere around. Your mom chose to get with your father. But you want everyone to believe that black men are trying to prey on all of these women, right? When the modern women is on OnlyFans out there, when the modern women is on Instagram out there, when the modern women is on Hot Girl Summer and doing all these things. But for some odd reason, the man is preying on all you women when you literally sexually objectify yourself by dressing scantily clad all throughout the street, trying to get attention from all of these men. But you want us to believe that men are just so horrible. We're just monsters. But yet at no point did your mom go to any sort of social services to get your father in trouble for doing anything wrong. Why? Because she was a co-conspirator with him. But you ain't talking about your mom. She could do no wrong. She's perfect, without fault. It's just the man. Men are out here preying on young women, right? We need to get the boogeyman, right? Okay, let's get back into this. Let's go.
The narcissism.
The narcissism. Again, that key word, spicy word, narcissism.
He hated having to take care of us.
Now he hated having to take care of you. You really want me to believe that? So who was paying for that house? You said y'all lived in a house and there was barbecues there all the time. Who was paying for that? Because you had company, so obviously you had room for people to be at the house. But now you want us to believe that he hated taking care of you. Let me tell you something, lady. I can tell deep down inside you never loved your father. You never liked him. You have an issue with black men, and that's your real agenda. And you're trying to make and gather troops of other women that hate black men so that you can have a following. That's what you're trying to do. You're playing with the emotions of other hurt women that are bitter. Let's go.
If he had to give anything, you needed to give more.
If he had to give anything, you had to give more. That don't even make any sense what you just said.
Because whatever it is that he had, whatever it is that he earned, was worth more than anything that you could possibly do or possibly give.
You could see the hatred on her face, fam. Brothers, I can guarantee you that she's single and most likely a single mom. Guaranteed. There's no way around this, fam. There is no way. She literally exemplified all of the hate that she built up over the years, and she hate all men. Pretty much. I can't see her possibly loving any man ever in her life. Literally.
Sounds familiar? So these aren't new men. They just have a new...
Notice, it went from her father to now men in general. You see that? Do you see the agenda? Do you see the propaganda? Do you see what they do on social media? It went from her father, now it's men now. Now the issue is no longer her father, now it's all men now.
Outlet, a new platform.
Now men have new platforms, new outlets. Where is this going now? Where is this going? Where is this hate, this trauma that she have? Where is it going?
To vocalize and to
vocalize.
Prey on women.
To prey on women. Wow. But what exactly are you doing with your platform? Seem like you're preying on women. You're preying on the emotions of hurt women that are hurt, that may have been through something. And what you're doing is you're trying to build a following so that they can gravitate towards you as if though you're their savior, when actually you're the one who hated your father and never loved him.
And if you come from a father like any of that, a father who's misogynistic, a father who's sexist.
A father who's misogynistic, a father who's sexist. None of this stuff, it just doesn't make any sense.
A father who is narcissistic.
A father who is narcissistic when he haven't been medically diagnosed.
I pray that you get help.
You pray that they get help when you haven't gotten any help.
You seek counseling.
When have you ever been through to any counseling? You, your mom, your whole family. Nobody been through counseling in your house.
And you get therapy.
You have never been to a therapist. If you did, you wouldn't be on so-called TikTok.
Because 9 times out of 10,
yeah,
those are going to be the same type of men that you attract in your intimate relationship.
And that's the same kind of men you have always dealt with your entire life. And this is why you're bitter. Because you have always attracted men that are just like your father, and you're blaming your father for your own personal choices. You, woman, need to take personal responsibility for your own actions. That's right. She's mad because she destroyed her life, and she only dealt with Pookie and Ray Ray, and she's blaming her father for her own choice, not even trying to hold her own self accountable for her own actions. I'm telling you, fam, you can't make this mess up. Leave a like on the video. Black Male Advice TV, the best reactionary channel on YouTube, providing you the best reactions in the game. That being said, fam, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Do you believe what she have to say? Do you believe my take on the issue? What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments. Black Male Advice TV, we out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.